Watkins. Another friend, subscriber around the world. Open deer, rifle season. Just hit the dirt roads and counting the cars today, just for my own thing. And right now we're at 4, and we've only just begun. You know, and I've talked about it before that, I think it was 2 years, 3. You can look back on the videos. If you're new to the channel, welcome to the channel. But I talked about it that 1 year, man, there was 37 vehicles, not counting campers. I'm not counting camps. I'm just counting rigs. But anyway, man, it ended up bringing the 30-30. I never did get that back sight adjusted. And you know, I'm a 12 gauge guy. I'm a shotgun guy. And that, I've done a lot of hunting with shotguns for deer down on the Snake River. So, in the last 2 years in a row, I think I talked about it on the last video, the video before, or whatever. But, the last 2 years in a row, man, ATVs and everything flying by us. And the last 2 years in a row, we've seen bucks on opening day while everybody's flying around. So, we happen to see one today. Boom! Chocolate. I didn't even buy a tag for the last 2 or 3 years just because it's so many people, man. It's just been insane, but with everything going on, definitely could use that in the freezer. Rather have elk, but I like venison. I like deer too. Hold up. Washboards in this green bean or something else, man. Look at that. All right, man. Story time. Tell a couple of old hunting stories. Deer hunting's never been the same since Grandpa passed away. Which I'm happy to say was me and Grandpa's last deer hunting. We didn't get deer, but last time he ever went deer hunting was me and him. So that I hold dear to my heart. But way back, I was just a baby. But my uncle and Grandpa, which is his dad, obviously, were out hunting, man. They're cruising along one of these mountain roads, and you see a big old buck up on the hillside, but up or ahead, they can also see a rig coming. So they pull on over there, and Scott, my uncle, gets out with his 30-30, and he goes around the other side of the rig with Grandpa. And Grandpa's just leaning over the hood. These 2 old boys in this truck come pulling by real slow, road hunting. And as they pull by, Scott's on the back side of the rig. And as they pull by, you know, once they get across, he just kind of sets his rifle up on the rig, waiting for the truck to go out of the, you know, to get by. And so, man, they just go by real slow, and as soon as they clear where Scott's got a shot, boom! Man, and this deer just rolls down the thing, man. These old boys, man, they slam on the brakes, jump out. What the hell are you doing? My uncle looks at him and he says, shooting deer, man. Oh, I love that. Shooting deer, man. Oh, great. There was some of the old, I miss the old deer camp days and all that. Talked about maybe next year doing it, you know, which obviously I'd have to I'm running new fences. But I think now, next year, opening day will be a day later, not on my fence day. So we'll see what may end up doing. Who knows in this crazy world what we'll be doing. Then another story back when my piece of crap father was around, which was a very short period of time. My grandpa always told me that, I was raised by my grandpa. My grandpa was my dad. But my, hold on, I gotta do this. Oh, they're going. 1 second, man. Somebody stopped up there, man. They're shooting a deer in the road. Doggy, man, it is flipping bright. Damn, man, 6, 7. So that's 7 rigs. What's coming up behind me now? What is doing? That sun's bright, man. You can't even see the road, so it might be what he's doing. Hunters and marking these down. I'm just counting. We're at 7 now. We ain't living very far. So, back to my grandpa. Dude, the hunting stories, man. Days gone by. Good old days. So, my grandpa always told me, said of all the people he ever knew, it's Johnny, which is my father's name. Johnny ran into more deer than he'd ever seen somebody without ever shooting one. But one time they're at it stopped, or they're walking along up hiking, deer hunting, and it's him and Grandpa and Scott, my uncle. Johnny's got to take a whiz, man. So he walks on over to the log laying out there. Walks on over to this log, and starts taking a leak. And over his shoulder tells him, "Watch this, man, I'll kick this log and a deer will jump up." And he kicks that log and a deer jumps up facing him. He's got his things hanging out. And he's trying to get out of the deer's way, and the deer's trying to get out of his way. And Grandpa and Scott are laughing so hard that they can't even concentrate. They don't even think about shooting that deer. And so they're going back and forth, working back and forth. Finally, the deer, man, Johnny goes one way, and the deer jumps over the log and takes off, and they are just rolling, man. And that deer went up and over the hill, and somebody ever even took a shot at it, man. Crazy. And then another time, up there with my father and Grandpa, and Scott was probably there. They went up, they had a camp, and then it went up and they were hunting the ridges and everything around there. And they all get back, they went out alone, kind of, split up. And Johnny gets back to the camp, and he's all, "Man, I was chasing this deer round and round these bushes and stuff up there, man. Just, he'd go one way, I'd go another, he'd go this way, and I'd go another." And Grandpa's all, "Oh, bullshit, Johnny." And he's all, "I'm serious, man. You go up there," because there's snow on the ground. He's all, "Come on, we'll go up there, I'll show you." And so, they walk up, go ahead and walk on up there, and sure enough, dude, there's a clump of like 4 bushes, big bushes, and there's tracks going around this way, deer tracks, with Johnny's in there, and then freaking going around this way, and then there's deer tracks, and that deer and Johnny were just going like this all around them trees, and there was deer tracks in his prints and deer tracks and everything, man. Crazy. Oh, crazy. Yeah. There's so many stories, man. Oh, the good old days. Used to go to the man cave, man, with Howard, Scott, Grandpa. It was called the manhunt back then. Alright, coming up on this first fence, so gonna have to take a little wander. That I was telling Kev the other day when we were out grouse hunting about Grandpa. Yeah, we used to hoof the mountains and stuff too, but Grandpa, later in life and stuff, man. There's both of us, man, we love. That's where I get my cruising these old mountain roads, man. Grandpa loved cruising mountain roads, and he loved the road hunt. And after he had me, he really loved the road hunt. And it finally dawned on me later in life. I'm thinking, dude, I need to get old TNT. He needs to get grown up a little bit so I can use him. Because way back, man, we're talking, I was probably 7, 8 years old, hunting with a BB gun. You know, with Grandpa, I'd carry my BB gun. And I remember we'd be driving along like this, and we'd come up to, there's 2 more. We'd come up to a draw, man, big old draw. They said, look right there, Kevin. See, you can see that road down there? That's the road we're on, man. We're gonna circle around like that. Oh, I got an idea. How about you walk down through there and I'll pick you up at the bottom. Might see a deer, might kick up a deer down through there. Okay, Grandpa. Dude, I was a damn bird dog, dude. But then I'd do it. I'd walk on down through there and hunting with my BB gun. That went on all the way later in life, too, when I was carrying a real gun. But that, I was just a dang bird dog. He'd sit down, I'd get down there, and Grandpa would be sitting down there, man, with his thermos of coffee on the hood of the Wagoneer, or the old Travelall. Started off with the Travelall, then Grandpa went from the Travelall to an old Wagoneer. He'd be sitting down there with his thermos, man, cup of coffee with his gun laying across the hood. He wasn't no dummy. Get up here. Oh, it'll be at the end of my, it'll be a while, but it'll be at the last, my last 2 fences. Bouncing all over the place, man. It'll be my last 2 fences, but the kids, Katie, Tim, and Tim's brother might be up at our deer camp. They're not camping out, but they were going to go up in that area is what Tim told me. Oh, a couple nights ago we were out there for, it was like Saturday for Kevin's birthday. He was telling me that they were going to go up there. See, up here, man, in the hills, man, up here in these Idaho mountains, opening deer is like a national holiday. See, the kids have the day off. And then Tim's mom came up, which actually Miss Kitty was going to watch the kids, but then Tim's mom came up, so she's actually at their place, I think, watching the kids. I'm not sure if Katie will be there or not, but we may end up running into them. So we shall see.
Brand new gate. I didn't even notice. Get him, kind of.
Should have pulled out the camera, man. Finished up my fences. All's good on the fences. A lot of hunters up on the fences. Right now, the count. This is just no camps, man. It's just vehicles up past. 26 vehicles so far, and we still have miles to go. And I haven't doubled, you know, if I see them, I only count the vehicles once. So, not as bad as that 37 yet. But I did just run into, I should have pulled the camera out, but we were just BSing, but I ended up running into Tim and his brother Corey. So I just visited with them for a few. Fences are done, and look at that view, man. So now, I haven't quite decided what I'm going to do. I'm thinking about going over to another area. Now I got my job done for the day and kicking around, or I might end up going back to Crick Bottom and then going out this evening for some deer. I didn't get out, and all I did is walk the fences. You know, and then, man, if I go in, on some of them, you know, the gates are locked, the roads are locked, so I have to unlock, well, like I showed on the video, I think. But if I go in like that, I can't go in there. I can't, I mean, there could be a big old buck standing right there in the middle of the road, and I just have to pass it up. I can't shoot that. You know, I can't shoot the grouse. I can't, you know, do anything like that. I can't get firewood, nothing when the gate's closed. All I do is have the, you know, I got the permit, just a permit to go into those places to check the fences. That's all I can do is go in there and check fences. So, anyway, man, that's there's a few stories and a little fence time, a little mountain time. Now I'm going to decide. It's warming up. I'm gonna decide. It's supposed to only get up to like 79 or something today. It's supposed to have a cold front come in. That's supposed to warm back up. And then in friggin' old timers, it says it's supposed to snow like hell. So I don't know. Make sure you get your postcards in for that drawing. I think we're at 19,800 something. And we'll be doing that drawing after we get up over that. Check out the links below. The eBay store, putting new things on eBay all the time. T-shirts, all that jazz. Good Lord willing, and them creeks don't rise. We'll be back again tomorrow. See ya.